Hello friend, it's Katie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel today. I'm super excited to be sharing with you guys that I have released some new DIY kits in my website and on Etsy. And the one that I'm going to be doing today is this cute little banner bunting set. You get enough for 5 little banners or buntings, whichever you want to call them. So you're going to end up with 15 total pieces because each little individual bunting has 3 pieces to it. They are scalloped and they are cut. They are all laser cut from birch plywood, 1/8 birch plywood. So this is everything you're going to get in your kit is just the wood. You're also going to need some twine, some super glue, and then some way to decorate your kit. I did do this set in red, white, and blue, and I'm going to be using that later on in the video. But for the first one, I really wanted to Mod Podge some napkins, and I had these Pioneer Woman ones left over from last year. But I just really wasn't feeling the polka dots, and the floral on there was a little bit much. But I just wanted to share that with you, that those were some that I had in my stash. But I did have these napkins that I picked up at TJ Maxx. And so when you are going to be Mod Podging them onto something, you're going to want to take off one of the layers. And it's usually a white layer, and then you're left with the printed layer. I am going to be using both the blue and white stars and then the red, and it's actually more of a cream and not white, and I just love how this turns out. So I just kind of trimmed down the napkin and then got out my Mod Podge, and I am going to just apply that generously to this, and I'm going to show you guys how I fill in those holes because that's kind of a pain. Like, I almost thought maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should paint this. But I really wanted to get that blue and white star on the background. So I put the napkin on, and then I wanted to let it dry for a little bit. But I also wanted to say that you can squeegee it out a little bit too if you want to make sure that you get all of the moisture, all of the glue. And then once it's good and dry, I like to take these sanding blocks and then just kind of make sure that I'm sanding straight down and kind of pulling the tissue paper down a little bit. Now to poke the holes, I just used this cute little paintbrush and poked the holes through, and then I just made sure that they were good and stuck down so that they're not gonna pop up or come up. I felt like that was the easiest way to do it. If you've got a better way, please comment down below and let me know. But once I used the paintbrush to kind of poke all of the holes, and you want to make sure that you get the top holes as well, the ones that you're going to be stringing the twine through, then I just grabbed my Mod Podge paintbrush and just kind of covered it just a little bit. And it kind of helped seal the edges, and then it kind of helped seal in those little holes. So I went ahead and I did that with all 5 of those larger pieces. And then for the smaller little half circles, I pulled out the rest of the napkin and decided to do the exact same thing, applying the napkin to it in the exact same way. This obviously was a little bit easier because the edges were a lot smoother. Now again, make sure you let it dry. I didn't let it dry and I ended up with a huge mess. So make sure you let it dry before you finish sanding it all off. Now, one great thing about the laser cut pieces, they kind of have that burnt edge on them, so it gives it almost a finished look. But I do want to disclaim that they do sometimes have a bit of a smell to them, so if you are partial to that, just know that you could easily take a little bit of vinegar and wipe that off of there, and it would help a lot with the smell. Now, I didn't know about that little scalloped piece. I almost painted it a cream color, but the cream color was basically the same color as the wood. So I ended up just leaving it raw. I didn't even seal it or anything. You can see that I was thinking about doing that, but once I painted it, I'm like, never mind. So I let everything dry. I really wanted to make sure everything was good and dry, especially with the Mod Podge under the napkins. And then I am going to start putting these together. This is very simple. Now, like I said, this kit is available both on my website and on my Etsy, and it comes with instructions. And then obviously you can come back and watch this video too. And maybe you guys have come here because you already purchased this kit. And if so, thank you guys so much. I'm so excited to be able to offer these to you guys. I also wanted to share with you guys another little idea that I had. So I painted up the other kit in red, white, and blue, but I felt like maybe we could do something on the back. So in addition to getting the kit with all 15 pieces, I have created an add-on kit that is just going to give you 10 pieces, which is just going to be 5 of the half circles and 5 of the small scallops. And then that way you can make your banner reversible. And that's what I'm doing today. I love this idea. So after I painted the front side and made sure that that was good and dry, then I carefully painted the white on the back. You can see that I am a messy painter, so I needed to be very careful that I did not get that white paint on the front where I'd already created that. So now I'm painting the 5 half circles pink, and then I'm going to be adding some green to the half scallop pieces, and I'm going to be creating a cute little watermelon banner. I feel like you could do so many other things with this too. You know, you could obviously paint it to match the decor in your home. You could work in the lemons, maybe some sunflowers. Some way you could probably add just yellow and black to go with the bee decor that's very popular. There's so many things that you could create with this. I love the softness of the pink and the green, and it is inspiring me to create some more items in this color scheme so that I can decorate with this. Now, I just added in the little black watermelon seeds, painting by hand. Those 3 look amazingly perfect. But I am in no way a perfect painter, and so as they kept going along, they got bigger and weirder, and it just is what it is. I also wanted to add a little bit of dimension to the green parts, and I was going to just go along and do a few little polka dots and then alternate them. But once I was doing that, then I had forgot what I was doing when I put them all together, and ended up I wanted to do one like that had the little dots, and then one that didn't, and then one that did, and then one that didn't, if that makes sense. But when I started stringing them together, I forgot that I had done that, and I strung all 3 of them with the polka dots together, and then I forgot. So I went back afterwards and put polka dots on all of them. Obviously put these all together the same exact way, and I'm going to show you guys a little trick here in a little bit of how to add the twine so that the twine is not in the way of any of the pieces that we just finished all that beautiful painting. Don't you see how soft and beautiful this is? This would be really cute even in like a nursery or something. I don't know, I just think it would be so cute. So to string them, I'm just pulling out my twine, and I always like to double up my twine. I get this twine from the dollar store, and it's a great quality twine. I just like to have a little bit extra, and so I double it up. And then there are 2 special little holes at the top of each of the buntings, and I am just going to go through and string them through that. Now I'm also adding in some wood beads. These wood beads I have just left natural, and then I'm going to be using some that I painted later on, and I will link up or add a card for how I paint my wood beads. So this particular banner, I'm so excited about how it turned out, and I can't wait to use it with the rest of my 4th of July decorations. So again, all of these items are available both on my website and on my Etsy shop, and I'm really excited. I have so many more fun DIY kits coming out that I can't wait to share with you. So let me show you guys how I decided to do this when it came to this piece, because I didn't want any of that twine kind of falling and covering up the either side that we had just painted. So I tied it in a knot, and then when I went through the other end, I tied that one in a knot. Now, not only is this going to help secure the bunting in place, but it is going to help keep that bit of twine at the very top of my bunting piece, and then it won't be in the way. It really doesn't matter, but it just looks a little bit cleaner. So I'm also adding in some more wood beads here. Obviously, I stuck with just white because that matches both sides, but you could also add in some strips of fabric, some ribbon. You could do all kinds of things to decorate these up. And I guess if you guys do decide to do this, I would love to see the ideas that you come up with if you create something with one of these kits. So like I said, the rest of the kits will be coming out on Friday, and I've got some other fun 4th of July stuff, as well as some sunflower themed stuff. So I hope that you enjoyed the how-to. If you guys, again, purchase one of these kits, please make sure you leave me a comment so that I can check out what you did with the kits that you purchase. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you have a great day, and I will be seeing you back here with more fun DIY projects in the near future. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up.